Hey, short video on coax and 259s that might make your life easier and at least save you some money. First up is junk you buy at the truck stop. Throw that away. Next is the RG8. It's real thin, it frays, it falls apart. There's not much wire into it. It's just junk. Throw it away. It comes in all different clear, gray. Here's a gray jumper with the soldered on PL 259s. Some of it's shielded. It means it's got extra foil around the dielectric. Here's what I'd like to use. It's made by RF Davis out of USA. It's a 16 strand center gauge, 19 strand outside. Okay, let's talk connectors. Amphenol are the best. Here we have two Amphenol connectors. One has the stickers on it. Looks like it's made out of silver. It's white inside. The other one's made out of nickel. You can see the difference inside. They're totally different. Some's got stamped in, same way with the adapters. Some has Amphenol stamped in it. Who knows what to believe is real? So, buyers beware. You can see the difference. I'll list all my links on the bottom where you can purchase this stuff out of a company called Amateur Radio Supplies in Massachusetts. There is a difference, man. These things are like $5 a piece plus the adapter. You're looking at $7 an end. Here's what I found. A really nice product they sell. A PL259 made out of silver and Teflon. And here's how it goes together. The adapter to fit the cable goes on the left, then the shell, then the 259. Next up, tools. Need a good pair of wire cutters, a strip center conductor, cutters, a really sharp razor knife with a fresh blade, thin point soldering iron for the center conductor. When it comes to soldering the shells, you need something with a lot of mass, something heavy duty. Throw the soldering guns away. Here's a Weller. What is this, like 100 watt? I like to put on some heat shrink on the end, then the adapter that fits the cable. First up, I like to Dremel or take a file or a piece of sandpaper and scrub this adapter down so the solder will stick to it. On goes the adapter, then the shell, then the 259. If you forget the shell, it's not going to go on, but that's what it's going to look like when it's done. Okay, here's how I do it. You can buy them expensive strippers for $60, $100. I just lay the 259 down, line up the ends, take your knife, put your knife right around where the holes are. Gently go around till you feel the braid. Don't butcher it. Just cut the edge. Roll it around. You can pick it up, trim off the little piece. It should come right off. Now, fan out the braids so they spread out like in a circle. They're all spread out even. And slide the adapter up. Fold the braids down over so it's right at the very end of the insulation. Once you get them all spread down around there, take a pair of old scissors or whatever you want. Give this thing a haircut. Trim it down so it's even with the end of the adapter. Don't leave any loose ends. They're going to jam up into threads and it won't screw on. Same way up by the white part, the center. You don't want any loose wires up there. Okay? Then you take your wire strippers, about 1/8 of an inch. This is the only thing that keeps the two wires apart, this distance here. That's what's going to jam up in that 259. If that center wire and those braids touch together, you're going to have a short. It's not going to work. So, carefully strip it off, tin it, which means put a little solder on your iron, a little solder on the wire. When it goes through the 259, the wires won't hang up. Pre-tin everything. What I do is I put the iron in a vise You want to get in and get out. You want a lot of heat, real hot, real fast. You don't want to be sitting on there for a half hour. If it takes that long, it's not hot enough. Touch it up, solder it on. That's going to hold everything in place. Slide it in. Make sure there's no loose wires. Thread it on. You can take a pair of pliers, 2 pair of pliers, tighten it down. Now, it's all different thoughts here. Some guys hit the center first, then the shell. I usually just take my thin soldering iron, but for time here, what you're going to do is take your wire cutters, trim that off to match the angle of the 259. Heat it up. Put some solder in there. You don't have to fill the hole. You can if you want to. You will be amazed at how much solder these things suck up. Solder is cheap. If it comes apart, got a problem. Now fill the holes. Put the corner of the iron in the hole to heat the shell and this adapter at the same time. Work your way around, fill the holes. You'll know when it's there. And that's it. Let it cool. Slide your heat shrink up.